CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop. CHICKEN. Use the code
Guys, the chicken is here. Back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, man, we have fallen from grace. We have fallen from grace? I feel like that's a saying. Is it? Fallen from grace? Anyways, we've fallen from our previous rank. We're doing quite horribly now. Nothing's changed. The only reason is that we just simply don't have the heavy choppers yet. And I got kind of bored, honestly, of using heavies and bombers because, I've been at this point for like a week. Now, part of this is my fault because I did go back and, I got the extra GBE. I went a little bit crazy on the shopping. I was like, oh, I'll get the GBE, I'll get those mortars, I'll get those cannons, I'll get the smoke. So I spent a lot of keys going back and getting stuff when probably should have calculated, my plans a little bit better and just made the jump to go from 6 to heavy choppers and do that all in one go and do it a little bit earlier. So still paying the price for that today. Thankfully, we did get one prototype here, so that's going to help us out. The shock blaster is very nice. And what I was playing around with today was the SCORCHERS. Now, they can work. They just don't work very well is the problem against most clustered bases. This base, we can actually use them. So let's try them out. I did max them out because there's really no reason not to. I'm going to have tons of tokens. I'm going to have tons of tokens right now, so it's not like we need to save those. I'm not getting, there's not a ton of stuff at 6 engines that we need to unlock and upgrade. It's more just general stuff that we need to unlock. So that was kind of my reasoning there. We'll see if it pays off. I don't know. Now let's go 1, 2, 1. I believe we can get both of those rockets down with 3 barrage. A little bit of splash coverage. Boom, there we go. And yeah, so some things to note about SCORCHERS. Kavan can resurrect them, but I find that he pretty rarely does this. It's not like other troops where you're guaranteed to get it back. It's kind of weird because he'll bring back riflemen first and bombardiers, and the Scorcher housing space is like the I have max level Kavan right now. The Scorcher housing space is like it's very close to his max limit. So if he's bringing back any other little troops, then that can cause him some issues for sure. But, I mean, they're lasting pretty long. We're getting through the base fine. So, I want to bring them over here into the center. I actually want this Scorcher to go down the right before I use my second wind because I do not want a ton of riflemen. Now, let's use them now and see if we can bring one. There we go. I don't want Kavan bringing back a ton of riflemen. Because as soon as the rifles are on the field, that's when it gets a little bit messy. So, now we can go ahead and spam some second winds. And we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 5, I think? 6. And let's go like that. Shock the blaster. Boom. And we're looking all right here, guys. So all we got to do now is just take down this one. And I could have flared a little bit earlier. That was probably a chicken's mistake. So let's go 1, 2. And throw a couple extra artilleries on there. How are we looking for time? Not horrible, not great. But I mean, they can work. It's cool just to use them. They're different. Yeah, they're different, right? So I'm happy with that. We got the shock blaster, we got the SCORCHERS going. Whew, man, we got a battle out here right now. So this actually looks fine. Now I love the shock blaster because it's actually going to rotate between. It's going to hit air troops, so it's going to rotate. It's going to stun the heavy choppers, which is awesome. And it's also going to pick off any rocket choppers that try to find their way back here. This guy's done. There's no way he's going to win this. He is totally 100% finished. So we just get to enjoy that. I was enjoying this. You didn't miss much gameplay, don't worry. I'm actually looking into getting like a computer instead of a laptop, so these issues should be a little bit fewer and further between, hopefully, where the gameplay just kind of cuts out like that. I think the problem is I don't have an external capture card. So it's like it's too many connections that sometimes fail. It's the same thing. It's like just like your phone charger or whatever. Sometimes it's just they get weird after a little bit. So hopefully that'll help. But yeah, look at this, man. Still using the base that stops the heavy choppers. If you guys haven't seen that video, make sure you check it out. I'll put a card Here, if I remember to do it, probably won't. Probably be nothing here, and I'm just going to look stupid. Okay. It looks like he is going to take this out, though. This last one. I hope he just retreats at this point. My God. There we go. And you're done. This is going to take even longer, actually, that he retreated this. Hopefully the shock blaster stays on those troops. Okay. Will the cannon take him down? 1, 2. Nah, I think I needed 2 more hits. There we go. The battle is finally done. Finally. So yeah, the Scorchers will work on bases like that where it's a little bit more spread out. But overall, we still want to be using heavies. Against those cluster bases, it's a little bit easier to go 4-4 heavies. And you can use your GBE for shocks and etc. Like these bases, the Scorchers, they kind of just get wrecked. They just like, they go too far in. And they go too far in and, you know, they just get hit by everything at once and it's just too much. Like it's too expensive. You have to use GBE to land them. And then you got to use all your GBE just to keep them alive. And then it just doesn't work out as well as this. So let's go 1, 2, 3. And that should be enough. Yeah, there we go. Okay, okay. Now let's actually take out some stuff here. Let's take out these boom cannons. I think that's going to be helpful. 1, 2, 3. Oops. That was overkill. Alright. I want that hot pot up. There we go. Okay, so now we got everything pretty well shocked. Got the hot pot out of the way. That's good. I'm going to shock all these boom cannons over here. And now we just need that second win. We needed it yesterday. Come on, the good doctor. Pull it out for us. Okay. He's still got 2 engines back there. This is a tough setup. Okay. That's shocked. I need those heavies out in front, eating those rockets for me. They don't want to, though. Guys, guys, guys. This way, this way, this way. Where do we want to shock? I don't even know. Here, I guess? Now, if Kavan was healing up the bomber, we might have a chance of getting this last engine. Look at this heavy going nuts. The rocket's going to shoot over top of the heavy and right at this bomber. Ugh. God. That's what I mean. You know, it's just kind of frustrating right now. Without heavy choppers, it's like you don't really have a chance to compete at the moment. Obviously, I could have done better there. It's not like I need them to take down the base, but yeah, I don't know. I'm having fun with Scorchers right now, and you know, if you guys are looking for something to mix it up, I think they're, you know, they're an okay route to go. Yeah, let's do one more before we wrap things up. Yeah, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Okay, this one we can go with the Scorchers. So let's go 3 Scorchers. Now, the Scorchers are much faster than the bombers, so it doesn't really matter. You don't have to space them out too much. I don't think this mortar's going to clip our bombers. Actually, it might. Ouch. Okay, it ended up being fine. Alright, so what we're going to do here is let's actually take out this engine. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. And then 1, 2, and 3. There we go. That's done with. And same thing as before. We just kind of want to hold our GBE, and we want to use it on a second win once we can get one of those Scorchers up and running. Now, I'm going to shock stuff that's going to put the Scorchers in a bad spot. So anything shock blast or shock launchers, And I made a mistake there. I thought the Scorcher exploded. That was the engine room. So now we got all these riflemen out in the field, and it's going to be very hard to resurrect a Scorcher. You'll see right here. And also, when the Scorchers die, they're going to kill all those riflemen instantly. So it's not a good setup. And they can kill Kavan too. There we go. We got a Scorcher back. So you got to be careful with that. Hey, there we go. We got another one. Okay, let's shock here on these boom cannons. I misread that. Alright, so we're looking okay. Yeah, the spread out bases were fine. It's just those clustered ones, man. And we'll throw out all those artilleries. Come on, bomba doodlers. Scorchers are laying into it. Boom! 2 minutes and 1 second. Huh, so that's funny. So when we use Scorchers, I'm assuming we won. He's still going. So when we used Scorchers, we won. When we used Heavies, we lost. So, I don't know. You guys do the math. Scorchers, they can't be stopped. No, but they are good. It's just they're hard to use in the cluster bases. The cluster bases is where those heavy choppers really come in clutch, but and everybody's running them now. So, yeah, I hope that helps you guys out. That is going to wrap it up for the video today. Make sure to subscribe, use the code check in the shop, join the Discord server, and everything like that. And we'll see you in the next one, guys. Check it out. Back.